Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. So this is Michelle, part of Blue Heavens, and this is part 2 to my spiritual awakening story. So as I said on the previous video, that I had my car accident, and that was what woke me up. That's when everything started making sense to some degree, but not all of it made sense. So, I got married, I had kids, and I had little nudges from the universe here and there. And, like spirits here, spirits there. I just feel that feeling, reminding me that there was something bigger going on. I love being a mom, but within that, I was watching my kids, imitate how I was as a child, but I wouldn't stop them from seeing things. And I wouldn't stop them. I'd ask them, what are you seeing? So I was kind of glad, seeing how my mom and dad were with me and Angie, I could be different with my kids and that. And because of that, they are very aware of their spiritual gifts and that, because everybody has spiritual gifts. It's just knowing you do and how to hone it in that. So I was blessed with all of that. And then psychic Sylvia Brown came around. She was on Montel Williams. I used to love when she was on there. And I saw her 3 times at the Sharonville Convention Center, and I was absolutely blown away by her energy. It felt like that energy I felt at my car accident. It was that same energy, and she was teaching it with humor and love, and you just knew she loved you, and she wanted you to understand this too. And it was like, this is what, I truly wanted to do. I wanted to somehow, how do I do this? How do I do this? And so you fast forward, me and Angie went to mediumship school, and then fast forward a little bit more, I went to the High Renaissance Festival, and that is when, another spiritual awakening happened, where I would feel the surge of energy like I felt at my car accident, like the Sylvia Brown Convention Center, and I also saw John Edwards. It was the same energy that it felt it wasn't you, but it was something, and this energy was just beautiful energy, and tapped into the information that was coming out of my mouth just wasn't me. It's like, and people that really knew me goes, I don't sound like you, and I'm like, it's not me. But so I had told Angie about this experience. I said, and people are coming by and talking about Loki. I don't know who Loki is, but every time I hear Loki's name, I would like this, and sometimes it's aggravation because of the Norse and some of the things that because me and Angie channeling Loki, we know Loki, we know who Loki. A lot of the Norse stories are not true stories, and somebody would say something about it, a Norse Loki, and I'd feel this fight, like a fight energy. Be like, I wanted to deck him or something, and like, why am I getting so offended by this? So later on, I found out Loki was getting offended by all of the false information being said about him, and that's so. But he will never correct if they feel that's the truth, and that's how they want to see him. He says, I just don't bother getting into it. Even though he says, I am Loki, that's the label how they see me, I'm not even going to change it. I'm just going to leave it however it is, however they feel that's how I am, whatever. It's how his approach is. But, after, I talked to Angie, and, the energy surge, and it was channeling. Me and Angie they didn't learn this in mediumship school. So channeling was a whole other thing, another spiritual awakening. And that's where we met Lokaous, we met Loki and Markus. And they've been guiding us out of our funks, our cave, and everything. And the book that we have, Journey Guiding You from Suffering to Joy, is just that. It's our journey of discovering, who we were among, like our walk here. The light here is what was our purpose, and discovering all of that. And we want to share that with all of you, because like I said, after my car accident and that beautiful light, I wanted to, like, how can that knowledge be given out to all of you? That was my first thought. It wasn't really myself, it was how to share it with all of you, and October 9th, 2022 happened, and I don't remember too much of that. I just remember going down, and I don't remember whatever. I don't remember anything on that. But I came back. When I did come back, I felt different. I felt more alive. I felt, not the sadness that I felt, and I was able to get out of this cave, my metaphorical cave, a lot faster now after that incident happened. So watch Angie's video if you want to know what happened October 9th. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I was in and out in that, so I don't really know what happened that day. but it helped transcend my energy to where I am today. So I would say I would probably another spiritual awakening if I had to guess. But we want everybody out here, to teach you these things. And also understand too that, like whatever your divine gift is, whatever it is, it's a beautiful gift from the divine. And you have to learn how to get ego to set aside to know it's not it doing it. You're not the one doing the work. It's just coming from a higher knowledge and wisdom. And this is not you, and then you can set that ego aside from the understanding it's I instead of, and it's we. Lazarus, they consist of beautiful energies, and Angie's interaction with them when I'm full physical medium, and she's interacting with them, it's absolutely like, it's a beautiful thing to watch, because she with what they're trying to say, she interprets it for them, and she guides them. She's funny, so she's humorous, and she brings the humor out in them, because, on the shadows of Lucian, that sometimes they're more serious, but with her, she'll get them to laugh and haha. Because when Loki's in his shadow mode, where we say demon mode, he's really doesn't want to talk. He just wants to stay serious and not really get into it. But she'll bring humor out of Loki, and we want you to understand your guides too. Like Loki, for example, has been so fascinating. He's nothing like the Norse that I've heard about. He's nothing like Marvel has him. He's nothing like that. He's much more beautiful to me than what I've always heard, and he's so misunderstood. And Lokaous as well is misunderstood. And Markus having that, aspect of Krishna, he brings a whole other energy in that is, so when me and Angie are channeling each of them, it's such a beautiful energy. And we know it's not us. It's coming from a higher, it's from the divine. It's not us. We're just humble servants to the divine, which is what we've always wanted to do. That was our purpose, to teach all of you, all of your beautiful energies, your spiritual awakenings, and how can we help you with that? That's why we do our TikToks. We want to help you get to that. That's why in our book, when we have out in the near future, that's what we want for all of you is, whatever effort you're going to put into this journey this is your journey. All of this is your choice and how you want to proceed. And we want you to be successful, and the effort, whatever success means to you, it's honing into your skill levels. What is it that is your spiritual awakening? What is your story? It's going to be unique from everybody else. What are your gifts? Because everybody comes here with gifts from your planetary, and we were going to show you how to meditate and affirmations, and whatever you learn, it plants a seed in you, and you, my friend, get to teach that to everybody else as well, because we're all teachers in the long run. We got to set that ego aside. We've got to set that aside. No, it's not us. This is something much higher, much wiser than us, and see so much more than what we see. We just got the illusion goggles on, as Loki's always saying. We got this illusion goggles, and we're here to help you make this journey easier, fun, and happy, and getting out of your suffering to joy, because that's really what we're all here as lights. No matter if you're at the beginning of your journey or you're at the end of your journey, are you a new soul, old soul, new soul? We're here to help anybody. We're here to help, and our guides are here to offer that assistance. We want you to get to know your guides, and we want to hear your success stories. Or are you stuck? We want to help you. So always comment below or go to our Blue Heavens on Facebook or whatever. But, we are always there to help. We want to help you. That's what we've always wanted to do. So me and Angie's Spiritual Awakening, it was all about us finding our purpose so that we could help. And our purpose was to help all of you discover your purpose, your light, your spiritual awakening. And I get goosebumps. It's like Zach Bagans would say. When you know the information's correct, you get the goosebumps. So thank you, Zach, for that. That really kind of kicked my ass into gear a long time ago. So I really hope that everybody's adventure, here is a beautiful one. It's like kind of a bad camping trip. But you all come here with all of the things that you need for this camping trip. And this can be a very serious camping trip, or this could be funny, however you want to view it. And we want you to have the best experience you are, with humor along the way, and any grieving or whatever that you just like that, and we can set it aside. So much love to everybody out there, and join me and Angie tomorrow for whatever we decide to do tomorrow. So much love.